Right.
Let's go with CD player in the ass pack.
All right.
That was
an oldie but good.
Yeah, an oldie but a goodie. All right. CD player in my butt pack. All right. When you're standing guard there's certain things you can't bring on post, right? There's certain like contraband. You can't bring any hustler, barely legal, no Lolita porn. You know, you can't bring pornography. You can't bring radios. You can't bring CD players. You can't bring any other reading material other than like official Marine Corps crap, which will put you to sleep faster than anything, because they don't want you to have anything that is distracting on post, right? The thing is, people found like a way around all this stuff because a lot of it sucks. Like, you can't dip on post, you can't smoke on post, you can't do anything that's not professional, stupid ass shit.
Someone was to look at you.
Yeah. If someone was to look at me through binoculars and see me in the towers, like dipping, like, wow, what a piece of shit, like anyone gives a fuck. Anyway, a guard mount is something where you stand in a line. They ask you all these, like, the people that are in charge of you, they ask you all these questions to make sure you're fit to stand guard for that tour of duty. They can ask you anything. Like, the corporals of the guards are the guys that are in charge of you, and they ask you the questions to make sure you're fit for duty. And the sergeant of the guard kind of, like, roundabout way, goes over there and, like, asks people, like, stuff like here and there. And he can check you and make sure you don't have any contraband. Well, I was in guard mount, and the sergeant of the guard was my arch nemesis, Corporal Shelton, at the time. He got his in the end. I'll tell him about that later. He got his. Yeah, he got his fucking just desserts. But, yeah, I guess, because it was a cold, dark, and stormy night. And I was fixing to stand post, like, it was like 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning. Very fucking boring. So I was like thinking to myself, you know what? Fuck the rules. I'm gonna bring this CD player on, and all my gear was like on the rack, like next to me. So I put my CD player like in it, so I was gonna listen to it while I was on post. And because usually he didn't really, check like that fucking thoroughly in your little pack you got. He doesn't check in there. He just checks like in your pockets, so make sure you don't have cigarettes or anything. Well, lo and behold, dude, we're starting guard mount. He comes in, takes one look at me, makes a fucking beeline right towards me. I'm like, oh shit, dude, here we go. He just opens up my flat, reaches in there, and that's what I think it is. Somebody ratted me out. I started checking my pockets, check my sleeves, dude, whatever. And then he went around to my ass pack, started feeling around there. He started just digging, and he yanks onto something. I'm like, oh no, here we go. Here it comes. He's like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, Paulson? You bring a fucking radio on post? And at that time, it was like, it's not a radio, it's a CD player. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, a CD player. And it was like a nuclear explosion going off. It was like a big nuclear chain reaction, dude. Because once he went off, then the corporal guards went off, and the assistant corporal of the guard went off. And just, like, there's one guy behind me, his name was Bedia, dude. And he's seen me. Like, you hear, like, what the fuck is this? And Bedia just looks at me and goes, like, here we go. And no sure shit, dude. Everyone, get on the ground! Push-ups! Oh! Fucking, everyone take off all your gear! I want to see everything! Everyone's just like, God damn it, Paulson. I was like, sorry, And that whole fucking fiasco, dude. They had me, for my punishment, it was they patronized me the whole time. It's like, oh, you think you're special, huh? You don't have to fucking obey the rules. So Paulson's a special Marine, huh? So guess what Paulson's going to be? Paulson's going to be the special Marine. Everything he wants to do, he does. So, do you want a Coke, special Marine? I was like, no, not really. He's like, no, do you want a Coke? Do you want a Coke? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll have a Coke. Go get him a Coke, Sergeant. And the sergeant goes and runs and gets me a fucking Coke and shit. Totally patronizing me. I'm just like, I'm just like holding it. He's like, drink your Coke. Drink your Coke. I was like, it's good, isn't it, Special Marine? I'm like, mm-hmm. And they're doing this to me like the whole fucking like time, dude. I was doing all kinds of just fucked it, like cleaning the whole fucking like facility, dude. The whole fucking thing. Insane. And That sucked.